I've been wanting to do that for some time. Hello and welcome to Erigi Music Live. My name's Adam Sutherland, and I'm here to share what I know about my tune writing, Scottish tune writing journey so far. And what you heard there was something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's a little bit of my best known tune done in the style of Hollywood film beginning, you know, as in like 20th Century Fox type thing. And I just thought it would be good crack. Do you want to hear it again? And I should probably not do any more of that. Right, welcome if you're in the now, if you're watching this live. Welcome if you are in the future. Says I've got 6 people watching me right now in real time. Hello, all 6 of you. Come and say hi in the chat. Michael Bishop straight in there. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. Asking if this is in fact a medical emergency. Yep, that's not a bad shout. Maybe more of a kind of like psychiatric one as opposed to physical. Anyway, this is my channel. This is my wee channel. Hey Dream Angus, you're loving the timpani. This is not what this video live stream is supposed to be about. It's going to be about something else, but I just got distracted there. Hey Gavin, hey Dream Angus, hey Michael Bishop. How are you all doing? Got some regulars here. If you're new, please come and say hello if you feel like it. If you want to just sit and watch in silence, that's equally valid as well. I'm going to have a sip of my tea. I have a cup which tells me I'm a musician who drinks cold tea. Good grief, cold tea. Anyway, I am going to share with you something which is possibly questionable. Is it okay to nick the rhythm from an existing and very famous melody, just take the rhythm and make your own tune with it? And that's what I found myself doing the other day, with mixed feelings as I was doing so. Like, is this immoral? Is this wrong? So the tune, The Butterfly, which is a tune that I've just loved for quite a long time, and it's written by, I'm just looking at the screen here, a gentleman called Tommie Potts, Irish fiddle player and composer from Dublin, who gained iconic status in traditional Irish music circles for his virtuoso musicianship. Music has influences from jazz and classical music, including jazz pianist and composer Thelonious Monk, making it a highly individualistic take on the Irish music tradition. Now, I can't help thinking, reading that, I would have liked this guy. I would love to have met him. I already like him just from that single paragraph, before even this amazing tune. So yeah, he passed away in 1988 and was born in 1912. You can read more about him on Wikipedia. This tune, The Butterfly, I just think it's gorgeous. It's lyrical. I almost feel like it's slightly mystical or otherworldly, or perhaps that word fae. Just something very interesting about this tune. And one of the reasons I thought I would try and write a tune with this tune's melody was I feel like tunes like this are not something that I hear of these days, and that's not a criticism of today's composing. I just feel like you wouldn't get a tune like this being written these days. I could be wrong. And I think maybe this is a good shout for any of you wanting to write a tune that's maybe going against the grain of what's going on now. That's something I've always, as a human and a kind of musician, felt like doing every time I can see people kind of en masse going one way. I just feel like, well, I'm not going that way because they're all going that way. I don't know why that is. Perhaps it's because growing up, my father had a series of cars made by the now extinct company from Russia, Lada. We had a series of Ladas, and my dad was very like, I'm not doing what everyone else is doing. I definitely got that from my dad, which I like that bit. So I feel like people aren't writing tunes with this rhythm, this style, this kind of older thing these days, and I think there's good stuff here still. So I'll try and play the tune, The Butterfly. Just check my tuning. Let me know if this is distorting, by the way. I sometimes get the input volumes wrong, so if I'm distorting, please just tell me. You know, like if we were in a restaurant together and I had like cheese on my face, I would like you to tell me that as well. I sometimes wonder what I would have done without my wife. In fact, every time I'm away from her and I realize I've got something on my face, I just realize, oh my goodness, that's been there for ages and she's the only one who tells me. Anyway, The Butterfly by Tommie Potts, 3-part 9/8 jig, a classic. And in my head I was just hearing timpanis on that last chord because I have done that. That's it. If you didn't know that tune before, I hope you like it, and if you did know that tune, I hope you still like it. Just look at some of the comments here. Eric Davison in the house. Hey Eric, thanks for coming along, my man. Gavin Maxwell says, I like tunes about flying thingies. That's a good theme. Tell me more about flying thing tunes that you like. I like, that's a good angle. And Michael Bishop says, Jeremy Kittle, well, Claire, spent an hour teaching it live with every variant possible. Jeremy Kittle, respect. My goodness me, can that guy play? Oh my goodness. And he can write. Kind of like godlike figure these days, actually. Just beautiful. Okay. So the rhythm, that's the tune. What's the rhythm? First part. So this is an obvious thing to say, but I'm going to just say it anyway. When you're just taking the rhythm, the notes are gone. The key is gone. Everything melodic is gone. So you just have ba 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 ba. And then I'll include the second bar, which is dum dum da 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 da. So this is our rhythm. Dee da do da da dee do da dee ya ba da dee ba da ba da 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 ba da da ba da ba da dee da dee ba da da dee da da ba da da ba da ba da ba da. And yeah, I've got a smatterings of a tune here, but my real question is not whether or not I'm a plagiarist or not, but have you tried this? Will you try this? Would you try this? Should you try this? Should we try this? Is this somehow just like a cop-out, or is this a valid way of getting your kind of engine started? Sometimes I think the creative engine is kind of like the old school motors where you had to actually jump start them. Your creative flow needs, well, mine certainly does, needs something to kind of just kickstart it. So is this a valid way of doing that? That's my question. So I thought if I'm going to write a tune using this rhythm and not be a plagiarist, then I should probably not write it in the same key, so not in E minor, and I should probably maybe not write it in a minor key at all, just to get away from that. So I put it in a major key, because that's not minor, obviously. And I just thought, what else could I do to make it not be the same? Well, what does the butterfly do? It starts here, dee boo-da boo-da, and it kind of goes down in a kind of steppy, hoppy way. So I thought, well, I won't go down. I won't go minor and I won't go down, so I'll go major and maybe go up. And now can I remember the tune I wrote? I need to try and remember how the tune goes. No pressure. Oh yeah, I came up with this as a phrase. Dum ba dum dee da instead of. Finishes on the same last note actually. Gavin saying The Buzzard by Johnny Hardy. Again, Johnny Hardy, beautiful musician, composer, and a very nice chap. Johnny Hardy, The Buzzard, quite a few on Donald Shaw, Hebrides and Highlands Suites. The Lark Ascending. Yeah! And these, of course, are your flying 9/8s. And Donald Shaw, yeah, just what a writer, Donald Shaw. 9/8's just a wonderful thing, and these are wonderful composers that you all mentioned. Instead of I will just say this is like I'm not even finished writing this, and I haven't passed the originality test. I haven't sent it to people. I haven't sent it to my Patreon community. I haven't sent it to other composers to say, is this original? Or maybe it'd be quite funny if I find out I actually am plagiarizing stuff. That'd be a win for this channel to find that out somehow. I'll play you my first half. I'll try and play the whole tune. that's what I have. You can tell I'm just learning how to play it as well. Eric Davidson, I really thought this was an old traditional tune. Yes, I'm happy with that. That's something that I learned from doing this. I nearly didn't do it. I nearly went and did something else on my day, but I just thought, yum-ba da da da. I like it. As I sing that tune and as I play that phrase, yum-ba dum da da, I feel like that has to be like something else. Because it's so, I don't know if generic is the right word, but it's so, they're just, I cannot be the first person to stumble across dum ba da da da. But yeah, so big caveat, is this original? Not sure. That's a separate stage of the creative process for me. I don't, it's kind of the final stage. I try not to let that get in the way too much whilst I'm writing it. What I'm interested in as I'm writing is, do I like it? And sure, if I can think of an actual tune in real time that it's definitely the same as, then yeah, I'll probably change course creatively. But if it just sounds familiar or it sounds like it must be something, but I can't think what it is, then I feel like I have no choice but to continue writing it and continue consulting what I feel I like. If that makes any sense. Couple more comments here. Eric says, counting the beat, second part lost me. Yeah, I didn't play it very well. It's a bit of a weird thing. And Gavin says, very nice, thank you, Gavin. And Michael saying, sounds like an arrangement rather than a composition. Still good though. I like that. I suppose I don't agree, but then if it sounds that way to you, I can't disagree with that because that's what it sounds like to you. Eric's saying exactly that. A worker concentrating on their job, making something. And Jane Maggie says, this tune has given me visual mental image of colts frolicking in the field. Love that. I love that the tune is giving you that image, or any imagery. I'm going to try and do the second part a bit more justice. It's got a kind of like down da dum sorry down da 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 da. It's like a syncopated rhythm. So rather than going diddly 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 diddly, it's going da da dee da 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 da. This would sound better if I played it nicely and had maybe a good guitar player. I wanted to not just have the second part be more dum-ba-dum-ba-dee, dum-ba-dee, ba-da-ba-da, because the first part's doing that. And I always say this, but I always feel the second part of any tune I write has to provide some contrast and provide some relief. It's the yin and yang symbol comes to mind for me a lot. It's gotta be, we've had the first part, and it doesn't matter how good a first part is, if you just do more of the same in the second part, for me it's just not fun. So I was thinking dum ba da dum ba da bum ba bum dum da 1 2 dum ba da dum ba da da ba do da 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 ba da ba ba do do dum get dum ba dum do do diddly 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 bum ba dee ba dee dum ba dum ba dee bum ba dee ba dee ba da ba da ba da ha. Eric saying you're mixing around the 3s and the 9/8. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of going. Have I done anything to convince you that it is a tune? I really want this to be original because I think I like this tune. The second part is possibly, I'm worried I might have nabbed from an absolute beast of a tune called £50 Cashback, written by friends of mine. I plagiarised my friends, worrying too much about the first half. It's certainly reminiscent. I'll just have to ask them. Well, I can't ask all of them because one of them is dead. Sorry, that's not funny. It's true though. But yeah, he would have laughed at that, I think. It's written, £50 Cashback, written by John Somerville, Kevin O'Neill, and Fraser Shaw. Fraser Shaw, sadly, no longer with us in person. So, yeah, that's it. Does it sound, so back to the original point of this video, does it sound like the butterfly? Like, would you, if you, I guess I'm asking you, if I said to you, I've written a tune, would you go, oh, it's clearly a rip-off of the butterfly? Or would you be like, not saying that? Eric's saying, have listened to the Moynihan Jig. Okay, love that tune. You mean the Moynihan Jig, you mean do you think this tune that I've been writing sounds like that? Let me know. Yeah, so I don't know, but this is parts 4 or 5. Michael Bishop saying this is parts 4, 5, and 6 of the butterfly. That's an idea. Thank you, Michael. That, what? Do you know what I just got in my head, coming to mind, was, I don't know if you saw, there was this famous piece of art that somebody tried to restore recently, and it just did not go well and looks like unbelievably bad. Someone tried to add to it. I just thought, is that what I'd be doing? Take the butterfly, a timeless classic. I'm just going to add on my own parts here. Can you do that? I guess there's a few different reasons. Can you do it like legally? Can you do it morally? Can anyone stop you doing it? Maybe if you did it well enough and people liked it, then people would just start playing it, and then it'd be like, well, the people have spoken. Eric's saying, I could write a hornpipe with the butterfly's opening notes. Please don't just leave it as I could. Please go and write a hornpipe with those notes and send it to me. Would love to hear that. So that's it. Am I a plagiarist or not? I feel like sharing my kind of composing battles on YouTube, I feel like doing it. I feel like just a lot of people on social media present perfection and present just a finished result and present, you don't get to see under the bonnet, you don't get to see how people got to where they've been. I just feel like sharing it because, well, what I want to do with this channel is help people in their own writing journey, and if I just present to you like my finished tunes and don't share with you my struggles and my tunes that go in the bin, if I don't share that with you, then I'm not sharing most of what tune writing is, which is pushing against things and finding ways around obstacles and loving the process. So I feel like even if this tune never gets past all my various hurdles, you know, is it original, etc. Do I actually like it? Is it any good? Do I care? If it gets through all those or not, whether it does that or not is kind of irrelevant, because that's not what the focus of this channel or this video is about. It's about you getting something to help you in your journey. So that's what I hope has happened in some way from me doing this. I'm just going to look at the comments and see what else is happening there. Name the tune Chrysalis. That's funny you should say that, because I was listening to some music last night, which the word chrysalis was for some reason sticking out to me as one of the lyrics. I don't know why. I was trying to think of things that rhyme with chrysalis, but I like the word chrysalis as well. It's a word I already like, and now you're saying call it that. That's interesting. I don't know if you guys believe in synchronicity or not. I don't know if I do, but sometimes it does seem like there's weird coincidences, or maybe that's just the road the road to madness. Dream Angus says, I think you're talking about that Italian fresco that the poor artist who redid it got made fun of for the redo. Yeah, I think so. I guess you're right. Let's pause and think about how horrendous it must be if that was you trying to do that and the whole world is laughing at you. Yeah, thank you for that humility check there, Dream Angus. You're quite right. Eric Davison, like Michael, I think he likes your tune title suggestion. I believe that's what he's saying there. And Eric's also saying you're showing the tools of composing new. Yeah, I guess I am, and I just love doing it. So, just to bring it back to you guys, to finish off here, you could pick this tune. Eric's already saying he might write a hornpipe with the first few notes. I guess that's not going to be the same rhythm. Great, it doesn't have to be. As a way, but picking the rhythm from this tune or another tune and using it as a vehicle to jumpstart your process, because picking the rhythm already immediately makes some decisions. You've already decided the rhythm. So then it's just like, well, what notes are we going to hang on that rhythm? What key? What direction? Uppy, downy? What do we fancy? So am I a plagiarist or not? Is this a plagiaristic thing to do or not? Yes, I am, if what I've written or what you've written sounds immediately and clearly like the tune from which the rhythm was taken. But if it's not clear, then it's not plagiarism for that reason. If it's not clear that it's from that tune and it doesn't sound like another tune, and you've tested that by asking folk, then it's not plagiarism. And after that, if it's not plagiarism, you just have to kind of decide if you like playing it. And that's it. So that's it. That's 34 minutes of me exploring this thing. Thank you all for coming along, those of you who've been in the comments, and those of you who have not, thank you as well. And if you're in the future, thank you for tuning in. My name is Adam Sutherland. I'm a Scottish fiddle player and student of composition, and this is my wee YouTube channel, broadcasting to you from a shed somewhere in Scotland. And I think I'm going to struggle to find the restraint required to not finish this with my laughable little Hollywood 20th Century Fox quote from my tune. I'll just play the tune, the bit that I just love those notes. So I'm going to say goodbye and leave you with my little jingle outro. So thank you, Michael Bishop. Thank you, Dream Angus. Thank you, Gavin Maxwell. And thank you, Eric Davidson. And I missed anyone out. Thank you for all of you at home. Thank you for your great comments and thought-provoking feedback. Without the comments from you guys, this would be rubbish. And you may argue it still is rubbish, but it would be rubbish crack for me. I really enjoy having the actual chat, because sitting and doing this, I'm kind of used to it now, but it's very strange because it's not like you're on a Zoom call where you've got like faces you can see. I've just got little lenses looking at me. So Eric saying, play it in the third position, chicken. No. I'm just going to say no, but I like that chat. And thank you, Michael, for your kind words. Thank you, all of you. So yeah, from me, Adam Sutherland, broadcasting to you from a shed somewhere in Scotland. Goodbye.